Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, gentlemen, with your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. And now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Lady Miners. Starting at one guard, Chambers, number 2. Starting at another guard, number 12, McKee. Starting at another guard, number 15, Chambers. Starting at center, number 23, Gerald. Starting at one forward, number 25, Stockton. And now for the home team, the Daviess Cougars. Number 12, Daviess Cougars. Number 14, Daviess. Number 21, Number 22, Lady Cornelius. And number 32, Lady Sorman.
I'd like to welcome everyone this evening, joining live here at North Daviess High School on Saturday, November the 19th. We're live. Got Lady Cougar basketball coming at you. Lady Cougars been playing pretty well, played some really tough teams. This is the 4th game of a 4-game stretch of really, really good basketball teams. Started with Northeast DuBois, didn't work out so well there. Went to Wood Memorial the next night, played much better, had to lead at halftime. Tuesday, we were at Springs Valley, had to lead at half, down 6 after 3, and ended up losing that contest by 10, but the Lady Cougars only had 12 turnovers in that Springs Valley game, so I know that's something that Coach Riggins has been working on with his program, and that's where you got to start, by controlling the basketball. As long as the Lady Cougars continue to get that done, they will continue to compete in this season. So take on the Linton Lady Miners, coached by Jared Rimmel, 2-time state champion, also a regional champion back in 2006. We got a good look at Jared Rimmel up close and personal in the championship game. He had something like 28 points and 14 rebounds in that game, and Shakamak ended up beating your Cougars by 1 point to advance to the semi-state. Jared's senior year, he was quite the basketball player. So we've had about 50 seconds of play here. Lady Cougars still maintain possession, and a couple tips, and loose balls. Lady Cougars still have the basketball. Looks like Linton is going to really put on some big-time pressure man-to-man. Starting lineup for the Lady Cougars is the same as it has been for a while. Lainey Cornelius, number 22, Delaney Zorman, 32, and Mia Dalrymple, 21, are the sophomores. Maddie Loniger, number 12, and Hadley Parisian, number 14, are our two seniors. So Lady Cougars miss their first shot. And Linton Lady Miners bring it down and run their offense. Lady Cougars starting a man-to-man defense. Jared Rimmel. Wouldn't say he's starting over as he has developed his program there at Linton. This is his 8th year at Linton. And he's got a whole new batch of players. A lot of good young players, as that was number 2, Brady Chambers. And she drove it strong and got fouled and eligible for the ambulance. Nope, they're calling it on the floor. Break for the Cougars. So Linton will have it out of bounds. Lady Cougars going 2-3 zone on the out of bounds play. Linton works it around. 15 Carson Chambers. She's quite the player. Been at it for a little while. And there's a lefty. Number 12, Addison McKee, for the first points of the game. And now Linton will put on a 2-2-1 press and immediate turnover. We cannot do that, or else that will be a long night. So we got away with it. And bring the ball down. Loniger goes to Parisian. She's wide open from 3. Good. 3 ball, Hadley Parisian, 3-3. Lady Cougars tied with Linton Lady Miners early here in the first quarter. Live at the Cougar Den on a Saturday. Now we got a cut down in the lane, tipped away by Parisian. She'll bring it down, give it off to Loniger, over to Cornelius. She's going to go and swing the ball to Dalrymple. She picks it up, hits the roll nicely, gets Delaney Zorman inside, couldn't get anything, tipped around, and she got it back. Lady Cougars need to reset it here, turn it over. Linton down quickly again. McKee, the lefty, fires at 3. You can tell what she does. She must be their 3-ball shooter. And she missed fires on that one. Now the Cougars with the basketball. Just about halfway gone here in the first quarter of play. Loose ball right to Lane Cornelius, and she misses the 2-footer, and Linton quickly down. What a move by Brady Chambers as she gives Linton 2 more. Now North Daviess got to break this press. They got to look past it, and that's exactly what Dalrymple does. You'd think maybe she's a coach's daughter. You've heard that before. Did a great job throwing that ball way down the floor, past that press. That's what you got to do. You got to look past the press. Don't be bothered by all the pressure immediately on you. So, got a foul call here. Checking into the game, 2 Lady Miners, number 14, Bella Franklin, and number 30, Becca Robbins. Lady Cougars on the inbounds play. They'll work it inside to Zorman. She kicks it out to Parisian. This time she doesn't shoot it. Drives. Fouled. Good. And Hadley Parisian has all 5 points for the Lady Cougars and should be going to the line. Trying to take the lead here in the first quarter. So Lady Cougars looking much like they've looked since the Northeast Du Bois game. I thought that might be a really good lesson for us. And it certainly has been, as we have played much better basketball over the last 2 games and now here in the first quarter. We are ready to play. We're not intimidated. We understand the program and the type of players Linton has, but we also understand if we take care of the basketball, play good defense and rebound, we can compete and be in games. So 6-5, Lady Cougars. North Davies in 2-3, and we got a turnover as 14 Bella Franklin shot faked and then walked. So here comes that press again. Maddie Loniger, Dalrymple. She looks that time, not there. Loniger, Dalrymple. Now Loniger, now she looks past the press. Cornelius, ill-advised pass there across the lane. Tip picked off by Linton. Bring it down to Hurry, and they go to McKee for 3. No good. Rebound Cornelius. Lady Cougars rush the ball up the floor. Dalrymple quickly to Loniger. Loniger missed back 2. Now Linton is in a 1-3-1 matchup. Dalrymple wide open from 3. Got it. And the Lady Cougars off to a really nice start. Mia Dalrymple's been hitting that corner 3. They found her. It's 9-5 North Davies. Just need to keep playing D and being solid. Now we got another turnover. Zorman gives it right back. And we got a foul on Laney Cornelius as Brady Chambers seems probably to be their best player. Very aggressive to the rim. Can't get the bucket, but she will go to the line for 2 free throws. Had a lot of folks in attendance last night. North Davies boys basketball team kicked off their season with the annual scrimmage. For the last 14, 15 years, it's been against Olin Valley. They won their sectional in football and decided not to play, so scrambled around and found Bloomington North, a semi-state runner-up to Cathedral, state champion last year. Lost by 4 points in the semi-state. Had most people back, including standout J.Q. Roberts, who's going to Vanderbilt, 6'8". Sensational player. He had 30 last night. Cougars end up tying the scrimmage in the varsity part of the action, 56-56. Learned a lot of things about our team. Be ready to go on Tuesday against Lagodi, a home opener. That will be a boy-girl doubleheader for those of you interested. Tuesday, November 22nd. Lady Cougars will play Lagodi at 6 o'clock, followed by the boys playing Lagodi after the game. Now Linton turns it over again. Uncharacteristic for Linton in their program. Coach Rimmel can't be overjoyed by that, because that is at least 5 or 6 turnovers for Linton. The Cougars rush it down the floor. Parisian goes inside to Zorman. Can't get it, but she's fouled. She'll be at the line for 2. Delaney, a nice free throw shooter. Like to see her make both. We'll see if Coach Riggins puts on the press. Has been trying to do that after free throws in the last few games. Like the energy that gives our team. Zorman. First shot is good. And she'll have one more. Second shot up. Oh, rattles in and out. No good. So 10-6 here. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. Now we have a missed assignment. Number 15, Carson Chambers, bangs the 3-ball set shot. Got to know who we're guarding. Makes it 10-9, and Coach Rimmel calls a timeout. I would assume he's going to change his defense. So the Lady Cougars will have to be prepared for that coming out of the timeout. Minute 39 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Cougars break that press pretty easily. Gets it down to Parisian. She gets it blocked, but we track it down. Now the Cougars do a great job of moving the basketball. Get a wide open look for Dalrymple and doesn't go in. So she passed the first one up like a good guard should and throw it inside. Kicked it back out. Took the second one and just missed it. Minute 5 left here. Now we have 32 into the basketball game. I don't have her written down here. She fires the 3 and the Lady Cougars could not rebound the ball. That was Olivia McKee. Okay, I thought that looked familiar. That is Addison's twin sister. Olivia, she's not afraid. She fires another one. Can't get it. Lady Cougars rebound at 38 seconds left. I'm sure we'll try to go for the last shot here. It will be in Linton's possession coming out into the second quarter. See if the Lady Cougars can handle it. Linton's not going to just let them hold it. They're in that Coach Rimmel's vaunted 1-2-2 zone trap. Man, we got it all the way past 3 defenders and then settled for a 15-footer. Well, we got another block by 11. Taryn Tyus, and another ill-advised shot as North Davies is going to get the last shot as they race it down. See if they can find somebody. Parisian pulls up from 20. Got it! Hadley Parisian from 23 knocks it down just like Coach Riggins drew up. And at the end of one, it's North Davies 13. Linton 9. We will be back in 1 minute after this break. I'm gonna have Austin come up. Again, all I care about is screens, rebounds. None. None. Off. And we are underway. Live at the Cougar Den. Saturday, December 19th, the Lady Cougars take on the Lady Miners. Lady Cougars lead after one, 13-9. Linton immediately runs a little set play, get a nice little drive inside for Addison McKee. Can't get it, she's fouled. She'll have 2 free throws. Makes the first one is 13-10. So the thing about this press that Linton is putting on is it's made to wear you down. So and second free throw is good. And now Linton change up their press. Trap the ball immediately. And we got to travel. Did you get it? Now Linton really turning up this heat as the counter to the 2-2-1 press is this 1-2-1-1 press that is nasty. And Lady Cougars are having all kinds of problems the first 2 times they see it. Now we got a turnover by Dalrymple, sorta, as we didn't get anyone coming to the basketball. And she threw it. I'd like to see her call a timeout there. Again, coach's daughter's definitely been told that a time or two, being the inbounder. Call timeout and regroup. But Linton has the basketball now. It's trailing 13-11. As I said, that press is made to wear you down over the course of the game. Here early in the second, it's starting to show. Hopefully the Lady Cougars can right the ship and not have problems this whole game with that. Lady Cougars stay in their 2-3 zone, and they're getting the shooters, identifying people. Doing a good job. Linton taking their time, working around. Looks like they're done settling for the 3 ball themselves. They've only hit 1 out of 8 so far, but they're going to have to take one. Here's McKee. She's going to fire another one. She got it. So they are not afraid to shoot the basketball. Now it's tipped again, and this time Maddie Loniger took it out and no one came to the ball. You have to get aggressive, and you've got to be willing to handle the rock against this pressure, or else it's going to be a long, long night. Pressure's really starting to wear mentally. Call timeout if you need it. Now we throw it inside. Dalrymple, she's in trouble. She looks to Loniger. She goes down the floor to Cornelius. Cornelius makes another ill-advised pass across the floor, and door 11 is wreaking havoc, tearing Daviess, as she's got 2 or 3 blocks, 2 or 3 steals in the back of that press. That's what 6'1", 6'2" folks do. They're that rim protector, that stopper if you do break the press. Get things done so quickly. Linton takes a 16-13 lead after being down 13-9 after 1. Coach Rimmel applying a different type of pressure, and boy, it has energized the Lady Miners. So Lady Cougars just got to keep digging. Bad things happen. That's what sports teaches you. You got to just keep digging down and play the next play. Learn from your mistakes. Move forward. Lady Cougars back to a man-to-man defense now. Now they go inside, and we're going to have a travel call. Not a travel call. We got a foul call on the inside, and Linton will take it out. North Daviess goes back to their 2-3 zone. Now Freed almost gets a steal, but doesn't. Now Chambers is going to fire from 3. You got it. Lady Cougars are paying for that 2-3 zone, and no one really wants to handle the ball. And now we get it up the floor. Good job. Another almost pick by, I don't know how to say her, Lewis. Should know that. Lady Cougars need a timeout. 21-13, things are unraveling. Zorman had a layup, missed it. Rebounded by Linton, went coast to coast. Not one person stopped her. And it's 21-13, and we are rattled, and we have to respond right now. You good? You can come up here. Back here at the Cougar Den. Coach Riggins had to call timeout as we have been outscored 12-0 in just 3 minutes of play here in the second quarter of play. Lady Cougars have got to come up with a plan here to break this press. Just to get it inbounds. I'd like to see us run another person maybe to the ball. So they've got to get somebody in the middle of the floor. Who cut the inbound? Now Linton with the basketball. They're going to fire another wide open three. This time no good. Rebound Loniger. She will bring it down for the Lady Cougars. Again, Linton in the 1-2-2 half-court trap. And just as I talked about, the Lady Cougars have fixed some of the turnover issues. Boy, here comes Linton with all kinds of pressure. And we are doing nothing but turning the basketball over easily in double digits already in this game. You are not going to survive doing that. So we just got to keep going. We got to learn. Figure things out. Get tough. That's all there is to it. Now we got inside on a curl cut. Checking into the game, Graceland Byer got beat across the lane, but we didn't have to pay for it. Now we go inside, and there's another turnover. And Linton recovers the ball, calls the timeout. It'll be their basketball when we come back. So Lady Cougars trail 21-13 here at the Cougar Den. A very, very scrappy Linton Lady Minor basketball team. Not the offensive talent they've had in the past, but boy, they are getting after it with some big-time athletes and creating havoc defensively. Lady Cougars, Graceland Byer gets the rebound and was fouled. It's Dalrymple. Does a good job of looking past the press. Loniger got caught in the corner, traveled, turned it over. At least 15 turnovers. At least 15 turnovers. Hard to believe. Probably 10 of those here in this second quarter. Lady Cougars have yet to score here in the second quarter. They led at the end of the first 13-9. Barely made it past half court, so still trying to figure it out. Again, got a young basketball team. We got 2 seniors. We got 3, 4, 5 sophomores that play all the time. That's part of learning, especially against a good program by Linton. Linton doing their share of turnovers as well. They're probably in double digits as well. That is keeping us around. We really need a basket right here. We got to handle this 1-2-2 half-court trap. We've been trying to get it to the middle, which is the place to get it. Just been looking there and getting it there too late. Now Loniger She'll give off to Dalrymple. Dalrymple goes down to Hadley Parisian. Had it deflected. Parisian goes inside to Zorman. Over to Byer. No good. So Grayson Byer misses a point-blank layup. Our last 2 shots have been point-blank layups. Could be 21-17. Instead, it's 23-13. Now, Maddie Lotinger, she'll race it down the floor, and she's fouled. And we'll be at the bonus. So maybe hit some free throws here and get on the board. So Lotinger will go to the line. She'll have a 1 in bonus, and we need these really, really bad. So North Daviess, while rattled, are still right here in this basketball game and get a couple more stops and put the ball in the basket. We've missed 2 layups and now a free throw. Not helping our cause at all. As Chambers puts her head down, drives inside, fouled by Zorman. This seems to be Linton's best play as they take it out of bounds. North Daviess goes 2-3. They work it around, find a wide open 3, and have been able to make several. Linton will inbound it. Go off to Chambers. Look inside, nothing there. Chambers off to Brady Chambers. Now Chambers over to McKee. There's that wide open 3. Missed it. But rebounded by Sydney Gerald's, and another 3, no good. Rebounded Parisian. Got to score here. Parisian races it down the floor. Goes to Lotinger in the middle to Zorman. Up, no good. Hustle play by Grace Byer, couldn't come up with it. And here comes Linton. Oh, nice move by Gerald's. Good. So it is 16-0 here in the second quarter of play, as a combination of turnovers and all kinds of missed layups and free throws have just plagued North Daviess. Maddie Lotinger turns it over, and it's 25-13. One of the things when my daughter and I talk about basketball is quit being in such a hurry. The pressure is made to speed you up, and you got to slow down. I've talked to her about take a 10-second call. I mean, that's much better than throwing the ball right to them and having a live ball turnover result in a layup on the other end. And we've yet to get even close to us 10-second calls. We just get it and throw it. We've got to slow down a little bit. See what's there. Come to it. Look, middle. Dalrymple has it deflected. That's 3 layups too. Ball rebound. Those of you joining us on the live stream, brought to you by John Burkhart. He does a little bit of everything here with our electronics and live stream. At halftime here in just a minute, 38 seconds, we're going to talk to one of North Daviess Cougars basketball players, Austin Brower. Austin has joined the team as a transferred from Washington High School, where he attended, and transferred into North Daviess for his senior year. He did not play basketball last year, so the 365-day rule allowed him to be eligible immediately for us, and had never met Austin until the day he showed up way back in May to enroll, and have gotten to know this young man, and quite a young man, and we'll let you meet him as well. So stay tuned. Here right at the end of second quarter, we'll talk to Austin Brower and get his thoughts on the upcoming 22-23 Cougar basketball season. North Daviess turns the basketball over again. And Linton going to work the ball around. I'm sure they'll take a layup, but they're pretty high and wide. Gerald's, boy, she is quick. She drives it inside, kicks, doesn't get anything, and now a foul on Dalrymple. And we'll go to the line for a one-on-one. So the look on our faces right now is not one of you like to see as a coach, as we are stunned, quite frankly, at what Linton has been able to do to us pressure-wise. We've got to right the ship here at halftime and come back out and play. The thing about all this pressure is if you can find a way to break it, you're going to get layups, which the 2 times we have broke it, we've had 2 wide-open layups and missed them both. So now Dalrymple, she gets a wide-open 3, good. Mia Dalrymple gets us to within 11, so just like that, again, 2 wide-open layups. We had a 1-on-1 free throw opportunity. You're talking 27-22, even with the multiple turnovers that we've had. So North Daviess should not have their head down. They just got to go in at halftime and figure some things out, make some changes, come back out, be ready to go second half. We were joined on the air last week at Wood Memorial by Mr. Lance Wilson. He seems to be following the Lady Cougars quite exclusively these days. Should have asked him about that. I think he's got his eye on a certain senior on this basketball team. They like to hang out together. But Austin Brower will join us, so don't go anywhere, fans. We'll talk to him, and I think you'll like what you hear from this great young man that we have brought into the Cougar family that is going to do some really good things for North Daviess basketball this year. So 30 seconds left here before halftime. Lady Cougars trail 27-16. So they have stemmed the tide just a little bit. If Linton was a better ball handling team, I would say this game's over. But Linton has their share of turnovers. This game is not over by any means, as we will have some opportunities here in the second half to get back in the ball game. So hopefully we'll make some adjustments. And girls will understand it's just part of the learning process, and we'll be ready to go third quarter. Wow. Linton runs a set, doesn't get anything, still got 8 seconds left. Now we're going to go low 1-4 for Gerald. I'm sure she'll take him, as she is an extremely quick player. And we'll foul her. She'll go to the line for 2. Daviess has to do is get the ball inbounds here. We got a foul call.
So, we hit 2 layups and 2 free throws. This one's 28-22, 100 turnovers. And they're turning it over, so we got a chance to get back in this. Hey, what about 3 across? You got 3 across? Yeah. Against the 1-2-2. Or against 1-2-1-1. Yes. We got to get somebody. We got to get an extra person inbound or 2. He is looking across the.
So they did call a foul with time on the clock. Coach Rimmel arguing his point. I just had a quick conversation with Coach Riggins. Coach Riggins and I are really good friends. Played for me in 2011 as a senior in the semi-state. And I always tell him it's his fault that I talked to him about basketball, as he has basically modeled his entire program all the way down to naming his defenses and offenses the exact same thing we call them. So we share a lot of things. So at halftime here, North Daviess trails 28-17. But we're right in this ball game, believe it or not, as if we can make some adjustments. We'll be back in the game. So Austin Brower is making his way to me, hopefully. Sometimes these guys are a little nervous to get on the air, so here he comes, and give us 30 seconds, and we'll be joined by Mr. Brower and get his thoughts on the basketball season. I thought he was trying to head out the front door on me, wasn't he? I thought you were leaving. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here joining us on the live stream, we have a special guest for you. As I told you, coming up, we got to talk to Lance Wilson last week at Wood Memorial, and tonight we're joined by Mr. Austin Brower. And Cougar fans may not know this young man, as he is an addition to the Cougar basketball family and the Cougar basketball program this year. And we've gotten to know him throughout the summer and the fall season here as we headed into the basketball season, and appreciate him joining us. So, Austin, as we get started here, we'll talk a little bit about the Lady Cougars here in a minute, but as we get started, let's talk about you for a second. And, I've told the fans a little bit. I'd never met you until May when you showed up there at the end of school to inquire about registering for the school year. And, we sat down and talked a little bit after you did that, and, just what your goals and dreams and aspirations have been and are. And so just tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are, mom and dad, and, what you're doing here at North, how you like North Daviess, into your senior year, this being your one and only year here at North Daviess.
Well, I live in Washington. My mom and dad, mom is Amanda Brower, dad is Derek Brower. I got two brothers, Braxton and Deacon Brower. Like you said, Coach, when I came in, I wanted to feel like a family, and here at North Daviess, that's exactly what happened. I got introduced with open arms, and it felt like a family, and it was just a great experience and all. I'm excited for this upcoming year. It's very, very exciting moment with the atmosphere, the fans, the whole Davis County is watching us. Great experience for everybody.
Okay, well, thank you. And, I can say this, and I tell everybody when they ask me about Austin, the one thing I tell everyone is every time I see you, you just have a great big smile on your face. And it's like you got a fresh start here at North Daviess. I told you before that I had a player during my career that set out his junior year and then came back his senior year, and he was like a different guy. He just realized how much he missed the game and how much he enjoyed the game. And you're kind of in that situation. You didn't play your junior year at Washington, which allowed you, I guess, the 365-day rule according to the IHSA. But just tell us what basketball means to you, and to have it back for you. What that's done for you as a person.
Well, how I view basketball is if you treat it good, it'll treat you good. You got to put the work in. If you don't, it won't do you any good. You have to work at it. You have to work on your craft. You got to work what your weaknesses are. And it's very, the experience. It's a very good experience to have. For me, it treats me really good. I put the work in, and it pays off. That's it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the 22-23 season. Of course, you played this summer, and you got to know the guys a little bit and gel with them. Not too often does a transfer into a place where you're playing with state champion basketball players right off the get-go, and that's what we had here with all these juniors that we have back as seniors. Just tell me a little bit about your teammates. What's different about anything? I know it's different. Today in film session, to have our guys speak up as much as they do, and I encourage that 100%. I just sit back and I love it, because when you have player-led teams, which I haven't had that many, you can get great things done, like we did last year and like we're trying to do this year. But just tell me a little bit about your teammates. J. Moll's very vocal. The Wilsons are very vocal, demanding, what's that done for you, and how are you handling all that?
Well, I love every single teammate on the basketball team. Underclassmen are great. Even the seniors, Jay, the twins, they're very vocal. They'll speak what's on their mind. If you do something wrong, they'll call it out. They won't tell someone else to do something that they can't do. They'll do it themselves. Like you said today in film, you sit back and you kind of let the players, see what they do, see what they made a mistake on, and they'll call it out, and they'll just let you get better from it. When I first came in, like I said, they welcomed me with wide open arms. It's great. It's a great family experience. They're like brothers to me already. I love them all of them. I do anything for them, they would do anything for me.
Well, you are certainly appreciated around here, and it just the type of person that you have been, your approach each and every day to the game of basketball, and just life in general. Like I said, you got a smile on your face, and you really enjoy what you're doing. I love the fact you ask me all kinds of questions every single day in basketball practice, trying to get better. I love the fact that you're outgoing, and you talk to other folks and you make them feel good as well. So let's talk a little bit about the basketball team, and what would you say is your role? Are you finding, I know it's early and there's a lot of things for you to learn. We're still learning how to do some things, obviously, and we will continue that. But what's your role been so far on this basketball team heading into game one against Lagodi?
I feel like my role on the team would screen, rebound, find the open man and pop out for a three, but mainly score inside. You have Jay, that's an amazing leader, and he can do everything all around. Same with the Wilsons. They can do everything. Sticks, he's an inside player. And I feel like me and him, we could gel together really, really nice. Bones, amazing shooter from the three. He's phenomenal. But my role, probably inside and come out for the three a little bit.
Well, and I would say, and you'd probably agree with me, that's kind of what makes this basketball team what it is we have everything that you would want in a basketball team. We've got big, we've got ball handlers, we've got shooters, we got defenders, we got people that are smart, we got people that love the game. So sky's the limit for us. And, the last thing you said to me last night after we got done playing Bloomington North is, Coach, I think we can beat anybody. And you're exactly right. And that's something that these guys have made a believer with me. I mean, up until this group, there are teams that we can't beat, throughout the regular season. But with these guys, you're exactly right. We can beat anybody if we show up and we play our game. We can get things done. So we got it quickly. We got about a minute left. Hopefully the Lady Cougars have made some adjustments. Appreciate you coming to these games. This is you're one of the students that has basically attended every game at the girls basketball. And just tell us a little bit about what you see out here. And the Lady Cougars have made some adjustments, but boy, it's been a tough road here in the first half.
Yeah, like you said, the first half was kind of rocky. Hopefully they came out, made some new adjustments. That press is what's killing us right now. We need to pass fake and overhead pass. we're not pass faking and we're just throwing it. We're eyeing who we're throwing it to, and they are reading that like it's nothing. So hopefully came out, made some adjustments. I have faith we will come back. We'll come back and we'll win.
I got one last question for you. Have you ever played in front of 3,000 people, and what do you think that's going to be like for you on Tuesday night?
To answer that question, no, I have not played in front of 3,000 people. Tuesday night will be amazing. The atmosphere, it'll just be phenomenal, and I recommend everybody to come out and show out because you won't want to miss it. It'll be crazy, and hopefully we'll come out with a W.
There you go. Okay, fans, Austin has a job to do as he's joined us at halftime, but he's been running the clock as well. And so we're going to send him back to his job. Austin, we appreciate you joining us. Best of luck into the season. And, there's going to be ups and downs as we go. But, just keep your head up, keep moving forward. And thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that was Austin Brower, a 2023 senior for the North Daviess Cougar basketball team. Just a wonderful young man. Thank goodness he decided to continue his playing career here, as we love him and appreciate him, and there's big things in store for him as he gets used to playing with his teammates on this basketball team. And it would be very tough. I don't necessarily envy his situation. Now, that's pretty cool to walk into a situation like this where you got a really good basketball team that's going to compete on a high level, that gets to play at a lot of really, really neat places over the regular season that most high school kids just don't get to play at. But, he's got some guys with some heavy, high expectations that he's playing with. And, we're trying to get him up to speed. And, again, just can't appreciate him any more than we do. So, Austin Brower, you get a chance to say hello to him. Do so. You'll like what you see when you get a chance to talk to him. So we're back in action here. Second half, Lady Cougars trail 28-17. I mentioned right before the half was over that we will have a chance to get back in this game as Linton turns the ball over as well. So they're not just going to run away here, but we have got to figure out this press. So it looks like already Coach Riggins has made an adjustment. Went 3 across, and we broke that pretty easily, but then we come down, throw it to the middle, let Linton step in front of us, steal it away from us. So 2 straight turnovers to start third quarter, but this time in the half court, not the full court. Lady Cougars in a man-to-man. Linton is working the ball around the perimeter. They run kind of a 5-out offense where they take advantage of drives from Chambers and Gerald's. And that'll be Linton's second turnover as they force it inside, and nothing there. Now Dalrymple takes it out, gives it off to Byer. And Delaney Sorman tried to dribble a loose ball. Got to pick that thing up with 2 hands. Instead, we're being pressed. They knock it away from her. Turnover number 3. The Lady Cougars have got to get their minds right and got to understand, again, we've had 3 chances. Linton's given us the ball back both times. We haven't got a shot yet. So kind of a frustrating night right here. Just fix it. It looks like Hadley Parisian has a nosebleed maybe. She's going to have to check out and get that taken care of. Still Linton basketball. Lady Cougars in a man-to-man. Sorman, she's got the hard job of guarding Gerald. She likes to shake you and take it off the dribble, and she does just that. About turned it over. Got it out to McKee. Now we got a Brady Chambers fires a 3. Nothing there. Rebound Lady Cougars. So 4th possession of the third quarter. Let's see if we can get a shot. Zorman brings it down. Goes off to Freed. Freed looks inside, can't get it. Dalrymple picks it off. Goes inside to Freed. Cornelius with a great pass, up and good. And just like that, it's 28-19. Lady Cougars are in this ball game. You got to present yourself. Freed knocks down the traditional and one, and it's 28-20. And now we almost pick it off again. So again, if the Lady Cougars can just right the ship and get shots, we got a chance to stay in this ball game. Linton, perimeter-oriented basketball team, as they had 0 people on the inside, which is just fine. It's a good offense. They like to do a lot of curl cuts. She just traveled, no call. A shot up, no good. Rebound, Zorman. Here comes the Lady Cougars. Zorman gives off to Dalrymple. Down to Freed. Freed back out to Dalrymple. She finds Zorman in the middle. Off to Byer. Byer drives. Drive that deep. Now we got Graceland Byer. She'll go to the line for 2 shots, and we can get that much closer. 28-20. Free throw up, no good. Byer, she'll have her second. Up and good. 28-21. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Lady Cougars have righted the ship just a little bit. Not going to predict too much, as we did start with 4 straight turnovers, but so did Linton. Now they go inside, got beat on a curl cut. That's all she does is curl. Now we got to break that pressure again. Dalrymple surveying the floor. Looking, goes off to Freed. Freed to Dalrymple, down the floor, and she turned it over. Again, there was a great opportunity to get a 10-second call and just take the turnover. Instead, we had a live ball turnover, but great hustle by Freed saved that a little bit. We just have no one willing to make a decision against this press. Now Zorman puts her head down, wisely backs it out, goes to Dalrymple. Dalrymple looks. Lady. And thank goodness for Hadley Parisian, as she checks back in the game, and she will help us tremendously with the ball handling. Looks like they got whatever ailed her taken care of. Now Dalrymple over to Parisian. They break this press. Cornelius inside. Zorman. Had a wide open Graceland Byer, and we hit her in the ankles and couldn't convert, but it's still our basketball. So we at least have the right things going on here. So we're looking middle, and then we're creating from the middle. So Parisian, she'll survey, goes to Cornelius, over to Dalrymple, Dalrymple to Parisian. So we settled down a little bit. Dalrymple. Byer looks inside, can't go. Off to Parisian, to Cornelius. She goes inside to Zorman. She's tied up. So Lady Cougars basketball, they'll have it out of bounds. It's 30-21. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. Now go. Another turnover. And fans, I'll admit, this is a very, very frustrating game to talk about. I'll have to get the okay sign from Mr. John Burkhardt. I might have to take a 2-minute break, gather myself. Bank shot, free throw, good. It's 31-21. Lady Cougars have made some adjustments, but still can't quite hang on to the basketball and get it there where it needs to go. And she makes 2 bank shots. Again, no one coming to the basketball. This time Byer. Now we got it to Dalrymple. Dalrymple goes in the middle. And they are pressing and trapping. You've got to expect defense to come up behind you, and we're just so nonchalant with our catches and meeting the ball that it's wreaking havoc on us. And it's 32-21, Linton basketball again. So many opportunities here for North Daviess. The girls are so frustrated that they probably do not realize how close this game actually is. If they could just right the ship with the turnovers. But getting your head down and playing without emotion is not going to help yourself do that. So easier said than done. I get it. But you got 2 choices. You can cry about it or you can do something about it. And right now, we're letting this tough situation get the best of us. So Dalrymple looks, finds Parisian. She's going to bring it down herself. Goes to Cornelius, to Zorman. Zorman looks, gives out to Dalrymple, and we'll set the offense. Over to Parisian, to Cornelius. She'll go cross court to Dalrymple. She'll have a wide open 3. She banked it in. And that is Dalrymple's 3rd 3 of the game. And it's 32-24. We have over 20 turnovers. We have missed layups and free throws, and we are down 8 points with 2 minutes left, fans. I'm telling you, we are in this game as Linton turns it over. And we get another opportunity. So maybe some of that energy will come back. The announcer has had it the whole time. I can see that we have a chance if we'll just keep playing. So here we go. Parisian bring the ball up the floor. Again, told you that would help her ball handling immensely with her in the game. Cornelius goes cross court to Parisian. To Byer. Byer in the middle to Zorman. Good. And it's 32-26. Lady Cougars are right here. So credit to the Lady Cougars for continuing to battle, continuing to play defense, continuing to rebound, getting some stops. Looks like maybe we have figured a few things out with this pressure. Now what's going to happen next is Coach Rimmel is going to change his defense, give us a completely different look, and we're going to have to figure that out as well. Now checking in the ball game, freshman Olivia DeHeer. And Linton misses a point-blank shot. And yet again an opportunity for the Lady Cougars. Now we got a foul call on Linton. Oh my goodness, we got a foul call on Parisian as he called an offensive foul. That's a tough break. Lady Cougars, minute 27, trail 32-26. May have as many turnovers as we do points, but we're still right there in this basketball game. Again, as Linton returns the favor many, many times as well. Just one of those nights here at North Daviess. North Daviess getting after it defensively. Now Chambers, she does a lot of everything. She likes to curl cut right in the middle of that lane. That time we shut her down. To here, she's guarding Gerald. Gerald with that quick first step. Up, no good. And here come Lady Cougars. Parisian, she's going to race it down. She's going to go all the way to the rim. Good! North Daviess down 4 with under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Great job, Lady Cougars. Now we got fall down here. We got a loose ball tie-up. I think it's, they're going to call travel. And it is North Daviess basketball. So we got yet another opportunity to cut into this lead. Lady Cougars done a great job of persevering here. Okay, let's say we've got some different ball handlers in, which is going to be trouble. Got that adjusted and sorted out. We got freshman Macy Alderson in the game. Dalrymple does a good job of not dribbling into the trap, backs it out, cross court. That's all you got to do, just think this game. Slow down a little bit. Dalrymple pivots. And again, just have to be stronger with the basketball. And a tough pass, and we turned it over. So North Daviess down 4. Still right here. Linton has the basketball, and they will probably hold for one shot here. North Daviess do themselves good to get a stop here. Gerald's, boy, we don't want to be on her out there like that, or she will go by you. And Coach Riggins told her here to back up, and there she is again. Now she's going to go to the basket. Chambers, she's going to fire a 15-footer. No good. Rebound Zolman, and that's the end of the third quarter. So Lady Cougars have gotten themselves back in this ball game at the end of 3. 32-28. A lot to be said for this third quarter and the adjustments made by Coach Riggins. The adjustments made mentally by the girls as they came out and turned the ball over their first 4 possessions. But since then, have outscored Linton 11-4 here in this third quarter and taken a 28-17 deficit to a 32-28 deficit with 4 minutes left, or with the fourth quarter left to play. Lady Cougar basketball. They will inbound the basketball and go against that 1-2-2 half-court trap. Dalrymple. Forces the ball down the sideline. All we got to do is reverse the ball, take care of it. We got to make up 2 buckets in 8 minutes. That's all we have to do. So we're in no hurry. That time Dalrymple pivots nicely. And we go across court, and so what? We got a block. Still North Daviess basketball. Dalrymple gets it into Parisian. And Parisian out top to Dalrymple. She fumbles it around. Just so nonchalant with our catches tonight. It's a completely unforced turnover, and it'll be Linton basketball. The announcer has to understand that these are young ladies that are trying to learn the game, trying to learn the intensity of the game. So as long as you learn from it, that's all we can ask. And Linton point-blank layup missed. Linton point-blank layup missed. North Daviess basketball. Got another opportunity. Reverse the basketball, go to Parisian, to Zorman. Zorman pivots, goes to Daviess. Man, we gotta get her out of there. Why is she? Daviess on the defensive end here. Brady Chambers up, makes this one, and makes it 34-28. Dalrymple surveys, finds Parisian as we're trying to break this press. Again, we're in no hurry. We'll go down to Daviess. Daviess finds Zorman. Zorman kicks to Dalrymple, fires a three. Mia Dalrymple is just flat on fire from three-point range, as that is her. That's unbelievable. It's too many to count. And she has 4 threes tonight. Made it 34-31, and now it's 36-31 as we give up a layup on the other end. Checking in is going to be Macy Alderson. I think she'll come in for Daviess, both freshmen. Daviess got her some nice, valuable playing time there. A little bit over her head at this level, but that's just fine. She's stuff that she will remember and take advantage of as her career progresses. Lady Cougars now continue to break this press. Dalrymple to Parisian to Zorman, and now we're doing it with ease. And we missed the shot, but that is a flat, perfect press breaker. Just couldn't get it to go. Now Linton goes inside. We didn't get back, get matched up, and Taryn Daviess, I think that's how you pronounce Daviess, maybe, will go to the line. She banked her only 2 free throws in earlier today. So let's see if she does that again. Maybe that's how she shoots free throws. And evidently it is, as she is 3 for 3 from the bank shot free throw. And Maddie Loniger, who set out much of the second half, has checked back in. She will also help our ball handling and ability to score a little bit on the offensive end. Loniger, nice job of taking it. Just such baffling decisions at times by our Lady Cougars, but we hold on to it. Into Parisian. Dalrymple now out to Loniger. Loniger works it around. Parisian over to Loniger. Loniger to Byer. Loniger surveys, looks at Byer, nothing. To Dalrymple. Shoot it! You made everyone. Well, let's go. Whole time out, we don't have anything. 5 minutes left here. North Daviess on the inbounds. Dalrymple gets it into Parisian. Parisian. Linton has got out of that zone. We have figured it out so well. And now they're back into it. Zorman, she's fouled in the middle, and we're 1 foul away from being at the line, which is something we could use here. We'll have inbounds to Parisian. Parisian goes off a screen by Zorman, drives down the lane to Byer. No good, but a foul. Fire, she gets both. The Lady Cougars are back to 4, within 4 with 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter of play. I'd like to say hi to my buddy Griffin Major. Sent me a text and said something about my announcing ability. I don't claim to be a good announcer, especially when I'm as frustrated as I am right now, but we are hanging in there. So good to hear from Griff. And he said he's super excited about Tuesday night, as we all are, and looking forward to seeing him and the rest of the Cougar Nation here as the boys' home opener against longtime sectional 63 rival Lagodi will take place. And there's Linton giving us another chance as they turn it over. Lady Cougars just got to keep doing what they're doing. Dalrymple goes to Loniger, to Parisian. Still got to look past this press. Loniger finds Zorman in the middle. Is off to Dalrymple. Now to Loniger, to Zorman. Fire, tries. No good. Great look, great passing, great teamwork. Missed the bunny, but that's part of it. Linton races it down and tries to get a layup, but they're fouled by Dalrymple. And the shooter lefty, Addison McKee, will be at the line for 2. First one up good. She's a nice player. Tell she's worked at her game. We played some AAU basketball with her in the younger grade levels. She's come a long way since then. So McKee, second shot up. No good, and rebound Parisian. Lady Cougars trail by 5. Need to just continue to get shots. Make sure we're not turning the basketball over. Monica drives, goes over to Fire. And we got a foul. Delaney Zorman will be at the line. She'll have a 1 and bonus and needs both of these. And Lady Cougars have a chance to get as close as they have been in a long, long time in this game with 2 free throws from Zorman here. Come on, Delaney. She is a good free throw shooter most of the time. Isaac puts it up. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 38-34. Got another one here. Needs to make this one, and the Cougars will be within 1 basket. All the things that have gone wrong thus far in this game, and for them to be within 1 basket says a lot about Coach Riggins and his players. They continue to hang in there and battle. It is 38-35. North Daviess trails by 3 points with 3:29 left in this basketball game. Both teams are in the bonus. Looks like North Daviess is still on a man-to-man. Exactly what I would be. Is they will turn it over if you continue to pressure them. We got to keep Gerald's in front of us there. Maddie Loniger's guarding her. Zorman out guarding Brady Chambers. We're fine. They make more than 10 passes. It will be turned over as well, so just be patient. Don't take too many chances. We will get it back eventually. No way Linton can hold this basketball for 3 minutes. Just not going to happen, as we almost had to travel twice there. Linton continues to work it. They're running a little flex offense. Davies not having many problems with it. We will step up and get a pass here in a second. We just got to continue to defend. Again, we're just fine. Just continue to defend. And Gerald's now with the basketball. Now we're going to run a pick and roll. She's going to try to go off the dribble. She does and turns it over. Oh! As they say, that was deflected off of North Daviess. I know it was deflected, but I thought she threw it last. Almost the turnover we were looking for. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Again, Linton trying to be patient. most cases it's a good idea, but tonight, not sure that's a good idea, as both teams have really struggled to take care of the basketball. Zorman guarding the ball. Dalrymple now guarding. Lonergan gets out there and denies a little bit. Friesen. Now we're going to trap. And we will get the ball. Just keep being patient here. She traveled. There's your turnover. I have coached this game for a little bit. It's pretty easy to see that that is going to happen. The 3 minutes with the basketball is a long, long time. Now, Coach Rimmel changes up her D a little bit. Goes man to man. Gets out of those traps. And the Cougars are just going to call a timeout here. So with 1:14 left, Lady Cougar basketball, trail by 3. Linton is in man-to-man. I think he will come back out and do that again, as we have figured out his traps. And we're getting really good looks about every time now. So I think he's probably going to go with man-to-man. And see what Coach Riggins comes up with. I know that's exactly some of the scenarios he worked on in practice this week after the Springs Valley game. We had many, many opportunities. See Coach Hart in the stands. Coach Hart, one of my really good friends. One of the best coaches in Southern Indiana. Sure learned a lot from him early on in my career, and we continue to talk and discuss options. Now, inbound the basketball. Linton is in that man-to-man. Dalrymple picks up her dribble, goes off to Zorman. Zorman with the ball out top. She's going to try to take Chambers off the dribble. That isn't going to happen. What? What? What?
How do you call that with a minute left? Stay out of the game. What do you do? Get out of the game.
Minute left here. What an unbelievable call, as we got an off-the-ball, post-up foul call for backing a player down on North Daviess. Referees just need to stay out of the game here at the end and let people decide it and not decide it themselves. That's silly. So now Lady Cougars are down to fouling. 37 seconds left. Again, not the referee's fault by any means that we're in this position, but with a minute left and you fight that hard to get back, to make a call like that is just completely unnecessary. Call what matters. Back to the game, 38-35. McKee, really good free throw shooter. Look for her to make both of these. First one up, good. 39-35. Linton leads by 4. North Daviess going to have to race it down the floor here. Need to go to the rim. We do not need to settle for a 3. We need to go to the rim and see if we can get something that we can make. Second one up, good. Great pressure free throw shooting by that young lady. She's going to be quite the player. Now, Dalrymple goes to Lonergan. Lonergan brings it down. We still got plenty of time. Zorman gets it, goes to Lonergan. Lonergan, she's going to drive it. Put it up, good. Timeout. 40-37. Lady Cougars aren't done yet if we can get a missed free throw.
I got it. Why are we calling that? That's unbelievable why we called that last foul. Call what matters, man. Off the ball post-up foul. That's unbelievable. common sense.
So see what Coach Riggins rolls up here. 40-37. Lady Miners lead with the basketball, have to go full court. Love to see North Daviess try to get a steal here through the full court. Once it gets past half court, then we're going to need to foul. But we've got time to get a steal. Lady Cougars going to put that 1-2-1 pressure on. Linton tries some little trick here. We're going to trap it. There's our trap. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need. And Linton breaks. We need to go purple real quick. And we do. Now we get a timeout, Linton. So 8.9 left. Linton got a timeout, so they're going to have the ball on the side. Lady Cougars probably got no choice. So, I mean, we'd like to deny the ball in bounds here, probably switch everything so we can. Only options you got are switch everything. Try to deny a pass and get a steal and go straight to the bucket. But if we don't get a steal off the inbounds, then we're going to have to foul. I've also seen teams try to step in front of cutters and take charges here. Coach Bob Knight against Penn State. Chris Reynolds took a charge on defense on an out-of-bounds play. No, it was they were on offense. He set a screen with racing up the court and won the game. One of the greatest plays I've ever seen happen. Of course, that came from the legend, my idol, Coach Knight. Now we're going to try to deny this, and we don't get it, and now Chambers is fouled. So here's the situation. 8 seconds left. Chambers needs both. As Coach Riggins might try to call timeout and icer. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Because you don't want to call timeout if you get a rebound, because that gives the defense time to set. So what we need to happen here is we need that miss. We need to run some type of free throw break. And we're going to have to shoot a three with 8 seconds left. There's no going to the rim now. Gonna have to shoot that three. If she makes one free throw, this game's over. So, see what happens. Lady Cougars again. I'm not gonna say the word impressive tonight because it has not been impressive by any means. Let's just tell the truth. But what is impressive is the continuation to battle and fight and learn and get better throughout the game. Northeast Du Bois hammered us just 10 days ago. And since then, we haven't won games, but we have flat battled and competed and gotten better every single game. Started with the Wood game and then carried over on Tuesday night at Springs Valley, where we just had a 4 or 5 minute period where we let them get away from us, and now into tonight where, you know, Linton's in our sectional. They're a conference foe. Coach Rimmel has a great program, and we have battled all the way to the end here. Doesn't look like we're going to get the win as Brady Chambers knocks down the free throw, and that makes it a 2-possession game. And with 8 seconds, what we have available, that's going to be virtually impossible. Chambers, second shot good, and Linton's going to press. That's going to take some time off the clock. Loniger, she brings it down, goes all the way to the rim, good, and we got a timeout. So with 2 seconds left, North Daviess again trails by 3. We absolutely need a steal. Maybe have time for one pass for someone behind the 3-point line and chuck it. See if we can get this thing in overtime. That's about all we got left. might consider, if I was Coach Rimmel, just throwing it down the floor. Even if North Daviess would pick it off down the floor, that would be a monumental effort to make one from half court, which is what we would have to do. So, again, Lady Cougars, we're going to battle to the end here, and they can be very proud of themselves. They can also be very mad at themselves, as they took a long, long time to get right in this game, but once they did, they've been kind of the better team. But that'll be the ball game as North Daviess loses to Linton in a really hard-fought battle, 42-39. So fans, please don't go anywhere. We'll take a 3 or 4 minute break. I'm sure Coach Riggins will have a little bit to say to his team, so it might take just a bit for him to get up here. But we'll talk to Coach and get his thoughts on his basketball team. And I know he's got to be proud of him. I'm proud of him. I love him. But sometimes you got to call a spade when it is what it is. We really didn't do ourselves any favor with all the turnovers we had tonight. But again, learn from it, correct it, move forward. So Lady Cougars survived this 4-game stretch of really good basketball teams by competing in 3 of the 4, and look for that to continue as the season progresses. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes and talk to Coach Riggins. I'd like to thank our sponsors, ABK Flooring, once again a sponsor for North Daviess live streaming. Also the Odin Locker, Norm and Fran Schwarzentroober, all the good folks there at the Locker. Got First Savings Bank as a sponsor this year, a new sponsor. I'd like to thank Mr. Kemp Parisian for that. And of course Bobcat at Daviess County has really stepped up and helped out our athletic program in many different ways. Sure appreciate Austin Boyd there at Bobcat at Daviess County, and his dad Greg for being a supporter of North Daviess. And lastly, the insurance shop. We got John Britton and Braden Westner at the insurance shop, meeting all your needs. Braden Westner brought us so many popcorn bags the other day that's too many to count. Should be supplied for a good year, as they are sponsoring our popcorn bags as well this year, and sure appreciate that. So, a lot of behind-the-scenes efforts by some of our local businesses in our community that help run and support North Daviess Athletics. Please frequent these locations if you got a chance, and if you got any needs, especially those of you that depend on live streaming to get to enjoy Cougar Athletics, as these folks make it possible. So again, we'll wait on Coach Riggins to join us. I'm sure it'll be just a minute, as I'm sure he'll have a lot to say to him in a positive manner. I mean, we're positive about this game, but we got to take this and really use it as a stepping stone to learn. The last 6 minutes of the basketball game, we forced Linton to get out of their pressure because we were handling it so well. Unfortunately, there's 26 other minutes that we got to figure out, and hopefully we have. So if that's what this game did for us, again, I'll we'll take it and we move forward. So wait on Coach Riggins. We'll let you know. We're on standby. So we're back here at North Daviess High School where the Lady Cougars have gone down to defeat 42-39 against the Linton Lady Miners. And unbelievable effort by the Lady Cougars to stay in this basketball game despite all of the things that transpired. And so Coach Riggins has joined us. And, you know, Coach got beat 42-39. It's the third straight game since Northeast Du Bois that we have competed, given ourselves chances to win, to be in the position to win. And, you know, we don't get it done tonight. But before we talk about the other stuff, let's be positive here. And you know, I said on the air how proud I am of the girls for continuing to battle. Boy, their heads were down, and they were in a fog there for quite a while. But they just kept battling and had a chance to possibly pull this one out tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I told the girls in the locker room at halftime, you know, what kind of team are we going to be this year? A team that's down 11, end up losing by 20, or are we going to fight back and have a chance to win in the fourth quarter and cut it in half? And, what we did tonight, I feel like you've seen what kind of team that we're going to be, and we're going to fight, we're going to battle. We had an excellent opportunity there in the fourth quarter to either tie it or cut it down to 1, and I forget what happened, but somehow Linton got the ball back, and we went 1-4 low on their number 2, which is she's a heck of a player, and she had 4 fouls, so we tried to isolate her because she pretty much had to play hands off and go 1-on-1, and we had a shot there, and I'm just really proud of these girls because a lot of teams before we would have came out and not made any adjustments, and we would have turned it over a lot, and we would have lost this game by 20 or 25 points instead we had a chance to win it.
Well, you're exactly right, and I said this exact same thing at halftime, Coach. I said, folks, we've got 117 turnovers at halftime. We're down 11, and if this was a normal Linton team, this game might be over right now as they're just going to continue to extend the lead. But Linton is careless with the basketball as well, and we could tell that they were going to keep us in the game with the turnovers they were having as well. Lady Cougars came out, made some adjustments, like you said. You changed your press break a little bit. While we still had some turnovers there at the start of the third quarter, we were at least in positions and we were seeing where we were throwing it. We just had to figure out how to get it there. And so credit to the girls for making those adjustments and continuing to battle. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The pressure that Linton puts on you. Not sure you're going to see much pressure like that from anybody else. I mean, that was a very intense basketball team with a lot of good athletes, and it really started wearing on the Lady Cougars. I think it was a 17-0 run there to start the second quarter. Just tell us a little bit about that, and what you guys are trying to do to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in practice, and we've said a lot. When teams try to speed us up, we got to slow down, and obviously that's a lot easier for me to sit here and say than us to go out and do because the game goes so much quicker. There's a lot more pressure on you when you catch the ball deep in the corner, and you really don't have anywhere to go with it. But and like you said, we made an adjustment at halftime, and that helped relieve some of that pressure. So we're finding things every game that's going to help us get rid of that pressure. And we got 4 or 5 girls that can handle the ball on the court, at all times. And we have to know that, and we got to be confident enough to do that. And just completing our passes, going to the ball, and stepping all the way to it, and being strong with it, not getting caught on our back foot. We're going to continue to work on it in practice and have options as we move forward.
Well, and you hit the nail on the head, Coach. You mentioned the word adjustments. I'm a coach. You're a coach. There's a lot of people in the stands that think they're coaches and think they know who should be playing and who should be doing what. They don't. And, we're here every day and we understand our kids. And the biggest thing I see out of this program right now, being your 6th year of coaching, is you were able to make adjustments. You were able to draw something on the board at halftime and then come out and execute it to a point so well that Linton had to get out of it to win the game. We were getting every look we wanted there from mid-fourth quarter on, and Jared had to go back into man-to-man to salvage that. So, again, just a lot of credit to our girls for hanging in there and making those adjustments. A lot of credit to our coaching staff. I know Megan Franklin and Jeff Wickersham are helping you out this year, and that's a much-needed thing. And just a lot of credit to you guys. No moral victories, as we still got a lot to work on. But talk to us a little bit about individuals. We had a bunch of underclassmen out there second half. You played both freshmen. Scared me to death, but they did a good job. You played Grayson Byer, got a few more minutes with her shooting ability and ability to make some decisions. Maddie Loniger didn't play a whole lot second half. I'm sure that was a message being sent that we got to be better as a senior. And when you did put her back in, she came in and did a really nice job. So, we still got a lot to learn. But just tell us a little bit about, some of the girls that got after it tonight. I know Hadley played pretty well and really helps us with the ball handling. Mia Dalrymple, 4 threes in one game. Are you kidding me? And so we'll talk about that just a little bit. Coach Rimmel wants to join us. Here's Coach Rimmel.
I just want to tell you, if the people out there are not impressed with the Lady Cougars by now, I hope they are now, because that was our best effort. And I told him before the game that every time they shoot it, it looks like it's going in. I know some of them haven't been going in for them, but man, what an effort by them.
Well, that Dalrymple girl, she's got good bloodline.
I guess we'll have her on the scouting report next time. No, I mean, obviously she can shoot it, but I thought it was a great effort by them, and obviously, we were fortunate to get out of here with a win. But just wanted to tell you how great a job you're doing, man.
Thanks,
Coach, that's super of you. And I told you on air what I thought of Jared Rimmel, and that tells you everything you know about him. He came up here to say hello to us and does a tremendous job. So back to what we were doing, just talk about maybe your seniors or some of the girls that got after it tonight and maybe guarded or rebounded how you wanted.
Yeah, and talk about Hadley. She's going to give it 110% all the time. And she couldn't start the third quarter. She had bloody nose was bleeding, her ear was bleeding before the game. I don't know what all was going on with her. She got a black eye right now. But like you said, we had to have a lot of girls step up. We got in foul trouble. Laney had 4. Maddie Loniger had 4. So we had to play 9 girls tonight. And, we didn't really miss that much. I mean, the girls came in and did a great job. When they came in, they handled it. And like you said, we had 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores out there, I think, at one point, and they done an excellent job tonight. So hats off to them and really everybody. Mia, she finally seen some shots go in a couple games ago, and hopefully that's a trigger for her. She got 4 of them tonight, so that was big time for her.
Well, hopefully, we'll use this as a launching pad for us the rest of the season. We picked these 4 games out on the schedule. When we were looking at our schedules, these things are either going to make or break us, and they did not break us. And we got better every single game, and we learned how to compete. We've got Lagodi coming up next Tuesday and a boy-girl doubleheader. That's going to be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun for the girls, as there's going to be a crowd in here, and that's a different environment. Then we host our own tournament. Clay City, Rock Creek, and Mitchell will be in that tournament on Saturday, December 3rd. And then we take on North Central, and then the Buggy Bowl, Bar Reeve at Bar Reeve, December 6th and December 8th. So, while our record doesn't indicate that, you don't look at the record with a team like this. You look at progress. Feel like we got a really good shot. We can't get complacent. We can't get happy about competing. Now we got to go find a way to win.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's why I told them all week in practice. After that Du Bois game, we could have went one way or the other. And, we knew these 4 games was going to be a really big hill to climb. And, the hardest part's still there. The hardest part is getting a win and getting over the top of that hill. But tonight we almost did it. We were closer at Wood. We were closer at Springs Valley. And tonight we were right there and definitely had a shot. And hopefully we can get it done Tuesday against Lagodi and in front of a crowd. I think these girls are excited about that. I heard them talking about the crowd all week. So, I think they're excited about it, and I am too for them because, they deserve that support. They come out here and play really, really hard all the time and do a great job.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us. I told people on the air you're one of my really good friends, and you played for me in 11, but now you're my friend, and you're a cohort with coaching North Daviess girls basketball, and you know how it is. You've gotten better every year, and the adjustments you've made tonight and throughout the season already, I can see it. And we're headed in the right direction. So appreciate everything you do for North Daviess, and let's go get 2 victories on Tuesday against Lagodi.
Yep, sounds good to me. Thanks for doing this, Coach. I appreciate it.
Okay, that was Coach Joe Riggins joining us live. Appreciate him coming up. And again, we mentioned just real briefly, and we'll get out of here. Next Tuesday, boy-girl doubleheader at 6 p.m. We got North Daviess Lady Cougars taking on the Lagodi Lady Lions. After the conclusion of the girls' varsity game, we're then going to have the state championship ring ceremony from last year's 2022 Boys 1A State Championship. And we'll bring back our seniors, Marcus and Devin. Can't wait to see those guys. And Coach Mullen and myself and Mr. Geralds and Mrs. Barry are putting together. It'll probably be a 12 to 15-minute little ceremony. It won't take too long. I think you'll enjoy it. The Lagodi fans, I think they'll enjoy it. A lot of credit to teams like Lagodi, teams like Bar Reeve, teams like Washington that, put this dream in our head, and something that those teams have experienced and communities, and we finally got to do that as well. So that's going to be a fun night to do that. And then we got to regroup, get back in the locker room, and go over some final prep, and we'll take on the Lagodi Lions in the season opener. And I know Lagodi has some very high expectations for this year, looking to win the 1A sectional. North Daviess has some very high expectations, as well as we will be playing in the 3A tournament. And, we'll get underway on Tuesday. So hope everybody can join us for that evening. It's going to be a great night, and our community deserves this. So thank you for joining me tonight, and we will see you